Hi, welcome to this lesson on calculus, finding tangents to functions. Let's have a look at question 5. If f of x is given as the cubic function x cubed minus 1, and y equals 12x minus 17 is the tangent line to the point AB in the first quadrant, then find the values of a and b. Okay, so pretty interesting question. Let's get a rough idea of what's going on. Okay, so let's get our x and y axes up. X cubed minus 1, although we don't know necessarily what that graph looks like just yet, it doesn't really stop us from being able to do the question algebraically. All right, so what we can do is we know that there's a tangent line to a point PAB, and the point PAB is somewhere here in the first quadrant. So that's important information. They wouldn't give us that information for no reason. So that means when we work out our values for a and b, can you see a must be a positive value and b must be a positive value? Or, yeah, well, 0 is neither in any quadrant. But it's got to be positive values. So if we get negative values for one of them, then we know we've done something wrong. Okay, more so over at that point, there is a tangent line at that point. And it has the formula y equals 12x minus 17. So it goes down something like this, rather. Okay, so you can imagine minus 17 is somewhere down there, and it goes up like that. Okay. All right, so that is the equation of the tangent line at that point PAB. It's got that equation 12x minus 17. And we know the original function, whatever it looks like, right? So we'll just draw like a small section there. And that function f of x equals x cubed minus 1. Now let's notice something. The 12 here, that gradient, that 12 is the gradient of the tangent line, which is the derivative at the point A. Okay, so if we work out the derivative, f prime of x, so if I use the difference law and the power law here, I get 3x squared for my f of x derivative, okay? And now that I've got that, if I substitute a into there, so f prime at a, I get 3 times a squared, and that's going to give me 3a squared, and that's equals to 12, because that's the gradient at that point. So a squared equals 4 if I divide both sides by 3, and therefore if I take the square root, I get plus or minus 2. But look how good it was that they told us it was in the first quadrant. So you can rule out a equals negative 2. So that means a must be positive 2. And then to find the value b, well, notice b is simply the y value. So if I plug in the original equation now, the original function f of 2, I get 2 cubed minus 1, which is 8 minus 1, which is 7. So I get the coordinate p is 2, 7. Okay, so that is the value of the coordinates that'll give us a tangent line that has the formula 12x minus 17. That also lies on the cubic graph x cubed minus 1. Awesome. I'll see you in the next one.